Borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Eric Thorman makes his big league debut right after this. Number 36 gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Now in the box, Hayden Nix. He will lead this one off today. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Fouled away. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. He had only one home run last month, so if you're looking at a guy in the middle of the order with just one homer, your team's not going to score a lot of runs. He's got to turn on the power in this lineup if this team wants to have any success at all.
At the plate, Marco Acevedo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. One out, nobody on. There's a knuckleball that he looks at cross right down Main Street for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Harvey.
In now, Harvey Kane. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. The 2-1 home is strike two swinging.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Carson Dent gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
So coming to the plate, Grady Collum. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line drive to left. Rasner has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. For the moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch?
Sweeney.
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, Jay Cooper.
Coming to the plate now, Jay Cooper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball in there, 3-2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Now here's the pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now batting, Juan Prieto, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Thorman in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Still no score. So striding in, Victor Rasner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Jorge Trejo is on deck. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Jorge Trejo. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Into the box now, Eric Thorman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments. Had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life? Grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Braves go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So stepping in, Moses Vila. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Line towards center field. Nix has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over the first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
Digging in now, Scotty Hager. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider that can't catch the outside. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Stepping into the box, Hal Thorman, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Now the 2-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nix is there, 2 gone.
Batting in, the catcher, Jerry Ramirez.
Stepping in, Jerry Ramirez. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Hager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he misses again, ball 3.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
This is foul right side.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
3-2 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, number 36. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." It sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
All right, Heidi, thank you. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Striding into the box, Clay Rivas. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Carson Dent.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Carson Dent. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. Still 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. So striding forward now, Grady Holland. Line towards center field, but this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Josh Sweeney.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Sweeney. The 1-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute baseman. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
Cooper.
Into the box, Jay Cooper. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Nix looking up, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Standing in now, Juan Prieto. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Up next for the Mets.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Digging in, Moses Vila. Throw over to first. way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
2-2. Prieto stands at first with one out. Hard hit toward the hole. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
Digging in to try it again, Scotty Hager. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. The 2-1. Fouled away. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time, and that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So digging in now, Hal Thorman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Jerry Ramirez.
Now to the plate, Jerry Ramirez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
3 runs already home here. Popped him up. Kane has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 36.
So here's the Mets pitcher, number 36. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Lofted in the air out to right field. Trejo is in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's now 4-0 New York. Stepping in for the Braves, Hayden Nix. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Prieto is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Up next for Atlanta.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Now at the plate, Marco Acevedo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hager comes up with it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Harvey Kane.
Into the box, Harvey Kane. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he misses 2-1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Into the box now, Josh Sweeney. He singled his last time up. Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Got to find a way to get back in his zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now the 3-2 pitch, sent out to straightaway center field. Nix waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jay Cooper.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jay Cooper, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. The 2-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Column isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far.
The left fielder,
home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing
Ladies
is
and
on
gentlemen,
point with that
your
pitcher's
attention,
windup.
please.
And that's exactly
Now
been the
pitching
case
for
today.
Atlanta,
He not only
number
mixed in that
15.
big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Number 15 will take the ball now as the new pitcher. Into the box now, Juan Prieto, and he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Now the 2-1 is high and outside for a ball. Moses Vila waits on deck. Three and 1. Here it is. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Cooper rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count.
The
You get a
center fielder,
fastball,
number
he gets it,
27.
and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, but Dan, that's what you strive for. You find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Moses Vila. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now another 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field.
And gone up into the second deck.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 10 for him on the year as they've widened.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Into the box, Scotty Hager. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 4 runs here in this half inning. He stays alive, still 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Hal Thorman.
Digging in once again, Hal Thorman, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 pitch doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Jerry Ramirez would be next. 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Two home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Stepping in now, Jerry Ramirez. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Hard ground ball to third. Thorman over to his left. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We played 4 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. the 2-1 home. And it's fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Jorge Trejo is on deck. And he struck him out. A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon.
Trejo.
Digging in, Jorge Trejo. He reached on a single in his first try. One out, nobody on. Ball four.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Standing in, Eric Thorman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lifted the other way out to left center. Vila is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Chase Parker.
Into the box now, Chase Parker. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lays off the knuckleball, and it's 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Braves strand 1. They're down 9-0. Standing in, number 36. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Down the third baseline, and a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Grady Collum.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Grady Collum. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And that misses 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Shortstop, Josh Sweeney.
At the plate, Josh Sweeney. 2 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. Here's the payoff pitch. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in and looking for more, Jay Cooper. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. The 2-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
He's set. Here's the 3-1, and he fouls this one off. Hard hit to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right.
Now batting.
So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. John Wilson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Wilson.
Juan Prieto will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. One and one, here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Wilson is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out. And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The center fielder, number 27, Moses.
Ready to take his axe again, Moses Vila, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Sweeney at third, Cooper over at second, Prieto at first, 2 out in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Nix moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave them loaded, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Now at the plate, Clay Rivas. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The 2-1. Chopper foul. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leader. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department.
Your attention, please.
Alvarez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Floyd Alvarez.
Up high, 2-1 now. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
1 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. Fouled away. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Fouled off. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he finally puts him away here as he strikes him out after an 11-pitch at-bat. So the shutout still intact here in the sixth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Hayden Nix. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Takes this the other way to right. Column is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chambers
your
gets
attention,
the call to
please.
pitch here, and he'll try to
Now
sort this
for
mess
Atlanta,
out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Kevin Chambers.
Digging in, Scotty Hager. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Hal Thorman, and he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
The 1-1 is taken below the zone for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 36. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Has a look, now the pitch. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Payoff pitch on its way. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Mets leave 1, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready once again, Marco Acevedo. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Stepping up to the plate, Harvey Kane.
Your
Ryan
attention, please.
Rosenthal is going to
Pinching
pinch
for the
hit here to
Braves.
lead off the ninth.
Number
And with his
14,
club already well down,
Ryan
he'll just need to try and get on base here.
Rosenthal.
And he takes a cold strike 2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 7, Hayden Nix.
Coming to the plate now, Hayden Nix. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 13 for him on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into
Your
the
attention,
ninth, but he
please.
let the bullpen try
Now
and
pitching
close
for
with
the
the
New
final
York
2
Mets,
outs. Tim
number 44,
Mulvey answers the call
Tim
from the dugout as he'll try to record the
Mulvey.
final 2 outs of this one. Into the box now, Marco Acevedo. Bullet back up the middle. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Even though that pitcher was able to
next
execute
for
in
Atlanta,
off the plate,
the first
batter
baseman,
was able to keep his hands
Harvey
inside that baseball and drive it up
Kane.
the middle.
In now, Harvey Kane. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Acevedo, the runner at second with 1 away. Split-fingered fastball, but that misses, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really
left
good
fielder,
job
number
against this
11,
guy in this series. This is
Victor
a really good hitter, and it's not
Lesnar.
easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Final strike for the Braves. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to
next for
score.
Atlanta,
And this
the
is
right
pretty cool,
fielder,
guys. Not
Jorge
only is that his first big league hit, it's
Trejo.
also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the two first with one swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Stepping in now, Jorge Trejo. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And with that, I can finally say the four words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The New York Mets took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Number 36 earns his 6th winning decision in this one, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Carson Dent struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it.